Adi Sharma is the best book for preparing for mathematics subject for classes 9 to 12 because it contains a variety of different questions from different sources. So you have the previous year question paper, the sample question paper, the NCERT exemplar question paper, and all of these questions are actually contained in this book. So you have to learn the concepts of mathematics from this book because all the concepts are explained in an easy manner. So this is for class 9. So this mathematics Adi Sharma book will definitely help you. Why? Because Adi Sharma is actually a gold medalist in mathematics and he has a lot of experience teaching mathematics, so you will be able to gain a lot of knowledge from this book. At the same time, you have to understand for preparing for the board examination, you have to practice a bunch of different questions from different sources, right? And you will get all the different types of questions in this book, Adi Sharma. So this is for class 10. So class 10 mathematics by Adi Sharma. This is really good for preparing for the CBSE Class 10 Mathematics Board Examination. So I would recommend you to buy this book. And this book is for Class 11 Mathematics. So you can go ahead and ace your school examination by studying from this book. So it contains all the different questions. So I will put down the link to buy this book in the description below this video. So go ahead and click on the link and buy this book. This is for CBSE Class 12 Board Examination. So we have Adi Sharma Mathematics for Class 12. So you can go ahead and prepare for the CBSE Class 12 Board Examination by reading all the concepts from this book and practicing a lot of questions. Different varieties of questions are given in this book. So you have to buy this book. So apart from this NCERT textbook which you have to solve a lot of questions for preparing yourself for the CBSE Class 12 Mathematics Board Examination. So you have to understand Adi Sharma is a very good book for preparing for mathematics. I will put down the links to buy this book in the description of this video for classes 9 to 12. You can go ahead and solve all the different types of questions by buying this book. Apart from that, you also have to practice questions from NCERT Exemplar Problems book, right? This is for class 11, but you have to practice from class 9 to 12. Read this book. It's really good for solving a bunch of different questions, higher order thinking skills questions. I also request you to practice questions from Arihant, chapter-wise, solve the paper. You have to buy this book. I'll put down the links to buy this book in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and buy this book. Now let me show you some of the important features and aspects of this book by Adi Sharma. So now let me talk about the important features of this book. So you have two books for class 12, volume 1 and volume 2 by Adi Sharma. So let me go ahead and show you what exactly does this book contain. Okay, so this is actually the main page. Now, once you go ahead and let me talk about this book first. This is part 1 of mathematics. And here you have a lot of topics, right? These are the different chapters which you have in the CBSE Class 12 Mathematics, right? These are the contents. And then comes the important, in a chapter, you will have all the different concepts which are given, okay? All of these are theory, and then you have a bunch of questions. So these are all theory, and then you have examples, right? So you have to go through the examples. So these are example 2, 3, and so on. And after that, the different levels. So this is level 2. Now, NCERT questions are also given. The solutions for the NCERT textbook questions also given in here. And also you have, hints to NCERT and selected problems. This is given and illustrative examples. So it is given in levels. So level 1, level 2, NCERT questions are given, and also questions which will come for the CBSE board examination, which has already come, right? That is also given. So this question came in 2010, right? So with CBSE board examination, 2014 question, NCERT exemplar questions, right? So it's very important to understand. So we have exercise 1.2, different levels of questions. So you have to practice all of these different levels of questions. And finally, you have different exercise questions which are given, right? Very short answer questions here. And then comes, selected NCERT problems, and then multiple choice questions, and that's all. So this is all about the different features which are inside each and every chapter. So you have a bunch of different concepts which are given at the front, and after that you have a lot of questions, and you have to solve those questions, and these questions are divided into different levels. So level 1, level 2, and so on. So you have different levels, and all of these concepts are explained easily, right? So you can go ahead and go through all these different questions, right? And it has a lot of content. So you cannot read everything because it has more than 1,000 pages, but you have to understand that you have to select a few questions which you find will be useful for your CBSE board examination, and only practice questions from that, right? So for example, this question, right? Practice this type of questions, which will really help you for your board examination preparation. So NCERT solutions are also given here, some of the NCERT textbook solutions. Okay, and that's all. These are all about this concept of this book. So now let's talk about part 2, which is volume 2 of this book. So this is volume 2 of Adi Sharma, and you have the same contents, different contents, right? All of these are different concepts which was included in the CBSE Class 12 NCERT textbook. But apart from that, you also have to understand, for example, definite integrals. All of these concepts come in definite integrals. Then you have illustrated examples, level 1, and different levels are given. And then you have to solve these type of questions, because these type of questions are very important for your board examination. So these are different chapters and different contents, right? Contents inside the textbook, and solutions are also given, right? So you can go through that. The answer is given, and the summary is given at the end of every chapter. So you can go through the summary, because that will really help you. I will put down the links for buying these books in the description below this video, so that you can go ahead and buy the book for yourself, right? All of these concepts are explained easily. You can go through that. You must have time to read everything, otherwise it will be a waste of money. So I request you to go through this book, okay, as well as this book, because both are very, very important books for preparing for the CBSE board examination.